playing for here. We're still going to go playing the championship game, but I think they may have snapped out of that line of thinking here behind some good plays.
And Toledo has won all of the last 12 meetings except 2019. That was Scott Loeffler's first season. And 4 seasons into this, leading at halftime is a big deal. Remember what he told us this week? We got to get this game to the second half. We feel like we got a chance.
And, well, they're there. It's just them getting the momentum back here. And he's got the hat back on now.
They went into the locker room with wet hair, put the hat on at the half with his team up 7 points. They're going to get the ball first. They deferred the opening kick.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's tough being a coach, right? I mean, early on, everything goes right. You're like, wow, here we are, and then how quickly things can change. And one thing Scott Loeffler knows is this Toledo ball club is a really good team behind a really good coach by that man right there, Jason Campbell. And he knows it's going to be a 4-quarter football game.
Probably the lead candidate for Coach of the Year in the Mid-American Conference, clinching with 2 weeks left. You saw Scott Loeffler put a hat on at halftime. Jason Campbell also layered up with, usually we're on uniform watch, we're on coach jacket / hat watch.
The tempers are dropping a little bit as this game goes on.
So Bowling Green led it 21-0. They get the ball first to start the second half. And Nick Mosley up the sideline, and he's jolted out with a flag down at the 30-yard line. Shoved out at the 32. Right behind the end of that play, a flag came out.
During the return, holding. Number 30, return speed. 10-yard penalty from the spot foul after enforcement. First and 10.
I have no data to back this up, but there's a penalty on at least 50% of kicking plays. Happens all the time. It's like they want to eliminate the kicking game, but you see the quarterback comparison here. Tucker Gleason was very slow to get going, but then he really amped things up. And Matt McDonald has been pretty efficient. Really the one bad play he had was that interception.
Bowling Green used 2 quarterbacks in the first half. They used both Orth and McDonald. And they started the ground with Jason Patterson in the second half.
And what characterized Bowling Green's offense early, especially in that first half, was they were aggressive. Those downfield shots, and I think that really loosened up that secondary. Then they were having some luck in that short intermediate range as well.
There's still some light snow falling, but not quite as rapidly as early in the game. There's another downfield shot. Hilaire behind the defense, and he slides down at the 20.
Love it. Love it. Don't get conservative. Being aggressive is what got you the lead early in this football game. Go back to it. Great pocket here. And again, we've talked about it. This is one of the best secondaries in the MAC. That's Quinyon Mitchell. He is one of the best cornerbacks. And Hilaire gets by him for a nice catch.
Second play between McDonald and Hilaire for 50-plus yards tonight. Went for 50 in the first half. That one for 55. And Hilaire over 100 yards. And a wobbling pass is almost brought down. Sims with Mitchell in coverage. Almost had the catch of the night.
McDonald got a little bit of pressure off to his left side. It's almost like Sims mistimed his jump. I think if he times that jump better, it's actually in a good spot up high where your 6'4" tight end can grab it.
Mitchell gets one back after he was beat by Hilaire, but now has to come out. Going up against a bigger target. So without the best cornerback on the field, back to the air, and a batted ball is incomplete. And Bauer was bearing down on the tip. Almost came up with the second pick for Toledo.
It looked like McDonald, it's like he was so open, he just kind of almost like he didn't want to make a mistake, but he almost threw it too high. That was very dangerous.
That was shot put-ish.
Yeah, that was, just rip that thing, right? Throw it in there.
So 3rd and 10 after the big play to Hilaire. Got Bowling Green on the doorstep of the red zone.
Toledo wants to bring some pressure.
They do. And McDonald gets it away just in time, but incomplete. Hilaire was breaking open. With the pressure there, Toledo forces fourth down.
Yeah, the pressure was just enough to get Matt McDonald a little bit unsettled. And let's watch this route. Great release off the ball, and then the nod back to the outside. He's open. That's a very good route run there by Hilaire. Just couldn't connect.
So it sets up a 39-yard field goal try for Bowling Green with Mason Lawler. This is inside his season long of 45. And to make it a two-score game, Lawler splits them. So it was Hilaire's big play. Scott Leffler being aggressive coming out of halftime, and Bowling Green by 2 scores.
Was a night at the Home Depot. At every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic. Because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Touching the stars.
Been looking into Jimmy's John's new All-American Beefy Crunch, and I'm on to them. Folks have always eaten bland sandwiches, no complaints. And now these troublemakers are layering Thousand Island on roast beef, driving people to obsession. Crispy onion strings, perfectly sliced American cheese. What's next, Jimmy's John's? A sandwich for president? Ah! Stevie, look what you did!
The new All-American Beefy Crunch for a limited time at Jimmy John's.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. It's not too late to talk Medicare. Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
This is how November football should look. Rain, snow, 30 degrees. Nobody's gone home, though.
No, this is, we talked about it earlier. This is a fantastic crowd here on this rivalry game. Fans have showed out despite the weather. And they've got their money's worth, right? This is a great football game.
Well, student crowd very active for Toledo.
Yeah, I think for Toledo, it was in Toledo fans. It was right about that point where folks might have started heading to the door, but they're glad they didn't because this thing switched. The momentum got back to Toledo. Great job by Bowling Green coming out here at the half and getting the field goal, but Toledo's certainly back in this football game.
So the 39-yarder from Mason Lawler got Bowling Green back on the board, leading by 2 scores. And remember, Bowling Green scoreboard watching a little bit. It was 17-3 Ohio in Muncie over Ball State at the half. Ohio can clinch the East tonight. Okay, coming up on UFC Fight Night Saturday from the Apex in Las Vegas with our heavyweight main event. Derek Lewis takes on Sergey Spivak. Prelims start at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, followed by the main card at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. So that's what Derek Lewis has done. Figured you're not walking down the alley against him.
I wouldn't step in the ring with that guy. Forget it.
You were talking earlier about how you're throwing punches and then leaving the scrum, blaming it on somebody else. Definitely not taking on Derek Lewis.
No.
Micah Kelly starts the second half opening drive for Toledo with a 5-yard run. He had the touchdown that made it 21-14 before the break.
And Gleason, as we talked about, really settled in, right? Shaky at first, finally got into the rhythm of this game. 8 of 19, 75 yards, had the touchdown, and also 8 rushes for 53.
And Kelly squeezes through for a first down. Well, it started with Gleason on the ground. Kelly, Stewart, Penny Boone, those are the 3 main backs for Toledo. Not really anything there until Gleason sprung a couple runs.
And I think their ability to run is what's helped them. This defensive front for Bowling Green is active.
Darren Anders chases down Micah Kelly there. And he was a little slow to get up. He's all right. It's happened a lot when Anders has hit people this year.
You can see a little push here at the end. I'm surprised that wasn't called.
Hawkins said sit down twice. Gleason's got a wide open receiver and he hits him. Big play downfield for Gleason. And a first down to Blankumsey for 31 yards.
Blankumsey, I think, was in the doghouse of Jason Candle, but he steps up and makes a big play. Good job, Gleason, just staying alive, right? Stay alive, good things happen. You find a wide open wide receiver down the field for a big play.
It's like you ran a hitch route at 30 yards.
Said, hey, guy, throw it to me. I'm open.
Sitting there waiting. Biggest play of the night for Toledo. Followed up by a negative play. But it's mostly been either Gleason on the grounds or run plays from Kelly that have gotten their chunk plays.
I think this Bowling Green secondary has done a pretty good job of not letting things get over their head, and they got to continue to do that.
Off of the play fake, Gleason has a man open over the middle, and it's Blankumsey losing the ball. He lost it inside the 5, and Anderson on top of it. And Blankumsey down on the play. Lost the ball, got hit hard, and stays down.
And I think it was Bacon that came across and delivered the hit that jarred the ball loose.
The ruling on the field is of a catch, fumble, recovery by the defense. Officials timeout for an injured player.
Oh, yeah. Bacon came in with the shoulder.
Did he establish himself as a runner where he wouldn't be a defenseless player? His shoulder hit the helmet, and if he's a runner, if he's no longer defenseless, it comes down to what they determine here.
And Bacon with the shoulder to Blankumsey, and the ball comes out. And Blankumsey is standing up.
To me, it looked like he led with his shoulder. It did not look like the crown on top of his helmet is what he led with. So he's a runner right there, but that's all shoulder. That's not helmet.
Yeah.
So again, the difference is if he's determined to have caught the ball and established himself as a runner, he's no longer defenseless.
Well, it's good to see Blankumsey upstanding.
Absolutely.
Walked it off the field. And they're going to have to go a long way to get back into the end zone. 98 yards after Blankumsey fumbles at the 2-yard line. So McDonald in there at quarterback, and an acrobatic non-catch along the sideline for Hilaire. You saw the signal from Jason Candle, wanted them to look at targeting.
Yeah, but again, he's not a defenseless player. He caught the ball, established himself as a runner. The tackler did not use the crown, the top of his helmet, so that's a vicious hit, but not one that is illegal, not one that's forcible contact.
We talked to Eric Lewis, the defensive coordinator for Bowling Green, asked him who the hardest hitter was, and he said Chris Bacon.
Yeah, he said he's going to deliver a big hit. He does in most games.
With the play clock winding down, McDonald gets the snap off and tries to go out the back door. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and long, pending the marker.
Holding, number 77, offense. The penalty is declined. The result of the play, third down.
Jalen Grant.
It's third down.
So Bowling Green took over on the turnover with Toledo driving it.
I'm McDonald. I'm finding Hilaire. It's Hilaire at the top of the screen up there.
And over 100 yards on the night. Hit him for 55 yards last drive. He does look Hilaire's way, and he reaches for it and did not catch it, did not stay in bounds. Made the grab and went to Hilaire again like you were calling for, but incomplete, fourth down.
Yeah, I mean, he's made some fantastic catches. He's the guy you got to go to. I mean, this is close. This is a great job. I just cannot get the right foot in before he catches that thing. Man, still incredible concentration. He does a good job fumbling that thing around and then securing into his body as he turns. If he had landed in bounds, that would have been good.
That's twice on that drive that he made acrobatic non-catches. But
the touchdown he had earlier was great, too. He was staring up in the sky and found that thing over his shoulder. It's great.
A short punt. Flag is down in the end zone where Sir kicked that. And this might be a first down.
Let's see if he ran into the kicker. We'll see what variety is it.
Did he rough him or did he run into him? If nothing more for Bowling Green, they'll at least get a chance to get a better punt off. Be
correct.
Toledo ball.
Running into the kicker, number 15 on the receiving team. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Remains fourth down.
It would have been Toledo ball at the 40-yard line, so they'll re-kick it. A little more space backed up.
A little more room and makes it a little more comfortable.
A little friendly fire in there, too.
Yeah.
Max and Hook pushing his own guy in.
He's trying to hold his weight back. He said, come on, man. You shoved me into the kicker.
A little hip check.
My own guy.
No way they fake it, right? This far deep?
No. It'd be amazing if they did, though.
You called one earlier. I just wanted in on the fun.
No.
No fake. Beal lets it go, so it's basically the difference of the penalty. 5 less yards for Toledo. They get it in plus territory when we get back, trying to make it a one-score game.
'Twas a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
In his final prediction, Nostradamus said, "A combo divine will return one more time." He was talking about Dave and Buster's Eat and Play Combo, starting at just $19.99.
Ah, humbug.
Happy holidays, Mr. Scrooge.
I can barely get reception outside the old town center.
You need a better network. 'Tis the season to switch to Verizon.
Tis?
Tis. You get a free 5G phone when you do.
Free phone?
Plus, Verizon gives you another great gift. A tablet, a smartwatch, earbuds.
Well, the more gifts, the merrier. For me.
Oh, Scrooge.
Only Verizon gives you a free 5G phone and another gift, like a tablet, smartwatch, and earbuds, all on us.
Wow.
Switch now to the network America relies on. Verizon.
So the champions of the MAC West with 2 weeks to go, led by Jason Candle, the head coach at Toledo. He was an assistant coach for Matt Campbell, coming from Mount Union, a Division III power here in the state of Ohio. And then he took over as the head job when Matt Campbell got the Iowa State head coaching job. First game in was pretty good. You go down to Florida, you win a bowl game, and they keep going to bowl games since then. And then they won the MAC West and the MAC title in 2017, like they're trying to do again this season.
Yeah, 2 years later, wins the conference title, beats Akron, an 11-2 record on the season. And Jason Candle said this week, he said, this team we have this year reminds me of that team. You know, just of how they approach things, how they always want to get better, the leadership qualities. So he thinks he has a shot here. They're already in the MAC title game. They want to try to win this thing, but they need to keep some momentum going as this season ends and get back in this game here.
And doing it with their second quarterback tonight. DJ Taylor makes the play near the line of scrimmage on Micah Kelly. But going to a bowl game, they're already doing that. And they're also going to the MAC title game, trying to dust it off for the first time since 2017. And Tucker Gleason throwing across his body and has it complete to Kelly. How about that play falling away?
Tucker Gleason is growing up before our eyes here.
That was Favre-like, right?
Yeah, it was. He was forced off to his left, a ton of pressure. It just shows you, in that moment for a quarterback, it's all instinctual. So you have to know where your guys are going to be, right? You got to know the offense and the scheme, and lets that thing fly. That was a good play.
Toledo 30% on third down tonight, and Penny Boone, their power back, sticks his nose in there. Needed the 30 and met Darren Anders right at the 30, and they will move it for a first down.
Once Penny Boone gets going, he's got some steam behind him. 235 pounds. That's a load. And then they got three running backs: Micah Kelly, Jaquez Stewart. They're kind of the same guy, right? Penny Boone's a different guy. He's bigger, more of a bowling ball, getting those tough yards.
A transfer from Maryland. And Gleason gets hit. He throws an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Jones. And Bowling Green getting it back with Jones bowling his way across the 20-yard line. Good time for your first pick of the year.
Yeah, and Tucker Gleason he was pressured and got hit and forced a bad throw. And there it was Anders coming right up the pipe. A great job of a delayed blitz by Darren Anders and creates the turnover.
Deshaun Jones had 3 picks last year, was waiting on that first one. It's week 11.
That's one thing this Bowling Green defense has done well. They come into this game with 19 takeaways. There's another one right there.
And the third one they forced tonight. Hilaire gets a couple yards on first down. Deshaun Jones not only coming up with his first pick, big play in this rivalry game, he picked Bowling Green over Toledo.
Yeah.
He had an offer sitting there. He could have gone and played for the Rockets, but instead he's picking off passes against the Rockets.
And there's got to be a few guys who are that pertains to in this game, right? Schools that are so close to one another, both programs done well in the past.
Off of the play fake, McDonald. Another shot over the middle. It's complete. And he's got a first down to Hilaire again. Already 2 plays of 50-plus tonight, and he's inside the 30-yard line. He might go for 300. Odu Hilaire. Another big gainer. He gets 48.
Hilaire's been their best wide receiver, but this is a breakout performance by Hilaire. I mean, I'm super impressed with his ability to get open. Now, this was not a hard one to get open. He was wide open in the middle of the field. But many times tonight, I mean, just great with the contested catches. Great high point in the ball, and that's an easy one. Just come up with it and let your legs do the rest.
So Hilaire's got a catch in 33 straight games. He's obviously extended that streak by a lot. This is one for you, Mr. Notre Dame. Michael Mayer.
Yeah, from Covington Catholic High School near me. Yeah.
Has a streak of 34 straight games. So Hilaire is just behind one of the best tight ends and pass catchers in the country.
It's good company to be in. That kid at Notre Dame is a great one.
You haven't perked up like that all night. So we dropped that note on you.
I always like watching Mayer.
Second down and 10 for McDonald. Favorite target tonight has been Hilaire. And back across his body, incomplete. That was for Austin Osborne, and it's third down.
Matt McDonald, he's not someone who's just going to take off and on the run.
He's been on the run a lot. We talked about the offensive line play in front of him.
Here's the deal on big third down here. Hilaire has come out of the game. He looks a little gassed here.
You can understand he's run for almost 200 yards tonight. 6 catches for 189. Hilaire off the field. It's Lewis and Osborne, bottom of the screen. They throw back other side, and they've got it complete to Teron Keith. Looking for that first down, and he's got it.
Wow.
And they get 11 on third down when they needed 10.
What a beautiful play call there. Everybody from on that Toledo defense went with that fake as he rolls out to his right, and then you throw it back left. And then Keith just does the rest.
So first time that Bowling Green and Scott Loeffler have converted on a third down since the first quarter. They raced out 21-0. So they find themselves back inside the red zone.
Early in the game, we saw a lot of the direct snap to the tight ends. Wonder if we'll see that down this area of the field again.
And Patterson running off his tight ends instead. Flag is in on the opposite side of where that play went.
Illegal formation, too many men in the backfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
And we've talked about how many different personnel groups and formations Bowling Green likes to use, and that can be the downside of it. You know, you catch yourself sometimes with not enough on the line of scrimmage, too many on the line of scrimmage. Bowling Green, I mean, one of the biggest things for them tonight has been the penalties. 9 penalties for 85 yards. It's really killed them.
Still winning this game by 10 and driving. McDonald back to the end zone, dropped. Max and Hook over the top of Sims. Broke it up.
Sims has missed a couple here tonight. Usually very sure-handed. He's an all-MAC tight end. And a beautiful throw. He's right in the perfect spot where he just kind of turns around and he's got to be able to haul that one in.
They had the big drop on third down and 7. Stopped the drive in the first half. Hook, though, very good defender since he's been healthy. Missed the first 3 weeks of October. Hurt in the Central Michigan game. Has sealed the last 2 games for Toledo.
Hilaire back in the game at the bottom of the screen.
First to timeout.
Bowling Green, they're first.
And 2nd and 15, Scott Loeffler and Bowling Green trying to cook up an insurance score, up 10.
Feels like a change is coming.
At Honda, we know you have the drive through the mud. If you want to reach the rainbow, brave the desert before you find the oasis, conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
'Twas a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Now that's the shakaroni.
Dang, that's huge. Oh, that's my piece of the shakaroni. That's the biggest one we make. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing. Somebody save me a slice? No.
Then donate $1 from every shakaroni to the Papa John's Foundation.
Shakaroni. Oh, bring it in. Shakaroni. Shakaroni. Get on beat. Shakaroni. Shakaroni. Shake that wig on, come on. Shakaroni. You guys were so offbeat. Okay, all right, let's eat.
Humbug! I can barely get reception.
'Tis the season to switch to Verizon. You get a free 5G phone when you do.
Free phone?
Only Verizon gives you a free 5G phone, plus a tablet, smartwatch, and earbuds, all on us.
Wow!
Switch now to the network America relies on.
Let's say you're someone like Corey, medically minded, runs the 100 in 11 seconds flat. Right from the start, you rule out the state uni because you want to get ahead, not left in the dust. Then you get an offer to run for a tiny private college. But do they have the clinical experiences, research opportunities, and professional mentors to help you win the real-world race? And then you check out Toledo. You meet a professor, and he tells you all about the options you'll have right here at the University of Toledo.
So Bowling Green by 10, driving just outside the red zone. Rock, it's interesting. They have basically like a three-person offensive coordinator dance going on in how they call the plays. Max Warner, who's pictured on the left, is a co-offensive coordinator with Coach Nozel on the right. But really it all streams back through Coach Leffler. It's his offense that they're running.
That's right, and he's coached under Urban Meyer and Lloyd Carr and Jim Toledo and Steve Adazio, so he knows a thing or two about offense as well.
There's a flag on somebody. Big-time movement up front from Givehan.
It's be their 10th penalty.
Ball start, number 53 offense. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Tunde Fatukasi, the left tackle. Bowling Green, they're pretty steady along the rest of their offensive line spots, but left tackle Cameron Stewart and Fatukasi rotate.
I don't care who's in there. This area of the field, man, just cannot have these penalties.
So 2nd and 15 becomes 2nd and 20. A drop in the end zone to penalties. It's been a struggle for Bowling Green to try to put some distance between them and Toledo. And pressure to the backside of McDonald. He escapes. And McDonald runs for it.
Great scramble by Matt McDonald there. I thought for a second he was going to throw this ball into coverage. He held on to it and scrambled off to his left.
How did he get out of this? Givehan?
I don't know. And right there, I thought he was getting ready to either throw one up for a pick or get a strip sack. He's able to come down with it. Scrambles forward, picks up a few yards here. All right, 3rd down. You got Hilaire coming to the bottom of the screen. Looks like he'll be matched up against Quinyon Mitchell.
I know you're hoping it goes that way. Good against good.
I love seeing these matchups.
Nope. Ground game. Patterson. And just past the initial line of scrimmage, so 4th down.
Looks like Leffler was content to just try to pick up a few yards and make an easier field goal here. Go up 13.
Mason Lawler good from 39 the last time down the field. Tried from 35, so a little bit shorter this time. Try to make it 13 for Bowling Green. And the Falcons, big underdogs coming in. Extend their double-digit lead with a 35-yard hit for Mason Lawler.
And it's a good job. You need it. You started off that drive with a huge play downfield, and then you stalled a little bit, a few penalties. It's good to come out of that thing with something positive, even if it's just a field goal.
We talked for Bowling Green, the MAC East race. They need some help from Ohio, who leads 19-3 at Ball State. Need Ohio to lose tonight and then win out to set up a game with Ohio next week with big implications to end the year. But of course, this would be a 6th win for Bowling Green.
That's what I was just going to say that. You know, obviously they're still in the mix here should they win this game for the MAC East. But the biggest thing is they need that 6th win to become bowl eligible for the first time in 7 years.
It was 2015 before Scott Leffler got the job, long ago actually, 4 years before he got the job. And Hilaire tonight, 189 yards on 6 catches.
He's made just some fantastic catches. You know, getting inside the defensive back and concentration. He is a true deep threat tonight. He's been great all year, but I mean, this is another level that Hilaire is taking his game to.
An angled kick and a fair catch for Toledo. With Hilaire, by the way, a couple of weeks ago, Matt McDonald, his quarterback, said, "There's a guy we need to get the ball more."
Yeah.
You like a man of your word. He's given him an 8 catch, a 9 catch, and then this game tonight after that comment was made.
And I think it all started with that first touchdown he had, a great catch over his shoulder, and that's kind of how it works. You know, you start making some big plays. Guess what? They're going to keep getting the ball to you. And he's had a fantastic night. 6 receptions, 184 yards, touchdown, career high night.
Transfer from the SWAC, won a SWAC title at Alabama A&M. And it has been a big get for Bowling Green. And Matt McDonald to target. First play of this drive for Toledo, blown dead.
Delay of game, offense, and 5-yard penalty remains, first down.
You start a drive, too.
Just the worst way to start a drive. You know, you're down 13. Hey, let's get something positive going here, boys, and then that's something I'm sure Jason Cannon is not very pleased about. But look, I think it's up to this Toledo offensive line to hold off this BG defensive front.
There's a flag down behind Gleason, and he connects for a big play. There's a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. Devin Maddox brings it in, but this is probably coming back. And Maddox knows it there.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot remains, first down.
Set offensive line. Well, holding happens.
Roger that.
Just does a good job just keeping coming there and just forces the hold. I mean, it is such an aggressive front. They attack, they come at you.
There's Nick Rossi called for at the right tackle. Been some injuries for Toledo up front. Rossi's been the starter since week 3. And nothing there with Brooks, just right in the back of Micah Kelly.
If there's a big play happening, most times it's big number 11, Carl Brooks. And his handwork is just fantastic. He's done it a few times tonight with an inside swipe. Just as those offensive linemen are bringing their hands out to get him on the breastplate there, bam, swipes him away. And then the quickness for a 300-pound man to get inside and make the play.
And a guy that's being scouted probably will get drafted. And complete to Jamal Turner on 2nd down and 28. And he's pushed out at the 25. A long way to go to get it for a first down and keep the drive going. That swipe, that quickness for Brooks early in his career, didn't always have this.
Saw her get on this play. Boom, just swiping those hands. And it's such a timing thing, just as soon as those hands for the offensive linemen come out, you feel where they're coming, bang, swipe them away and go to the quarterback.
Pressure in the face of Gleason again, and he's wrapped out. Brooks was in there, didn't finish him off. It was Walter Hare, the other captain on that defensive line.
Brooks lined up on the right side. See, they'll move him around. Then the swat, the swimmer. Dwight Freeney, come on. I mean, he's too big to be doing that. That's just great. I've had such a good time tonight watching Carl Brooks.
Well, trouble with the snap, and they still get the punt away with Jonathan Batsky. And it dies at the 32-yard line. So Indianapolis Colts, they're going with Jeff Saturday. He was there during the Dwight Freeney era. Saying maybe the Colts draft Carl Brooks.
I don't know. I think any team that drafts Carl Brooks is going to get a great player. I mean, you don't often see a 290, 300-pound guy with the swat and inside spin. This is the second time tonight they've had some issues punting here. Just straight in his hand, just drops it. And they're very fortunate to get this thing. I don't know how he got it off. That's incredible.
Batsky's very good punter. He had a 91-yard punt against Buffalo. Somehow not a school record. Really? 92 is the record. Missed it by a yard. So McDonald in the offense back out for Bowling Green. And they got it complete to Teron Keith. Got 6 on first down.
Real quick, you mentioned Jeff Saturday. I played 2 seasons with Jeff Saturday with the Colts in 06 and 07. Proud of my former teammate for going in under impossible circumstances and getting a win. Just incredible.
Think they're going to make the playoffs now? Make a run?
You never know.
Going that far?
You can't figure out the AFC right now.
There's Patterson. He's got a first down.
Nice job there. Right? We've seen some big-time passes here. And what that does, it loosens up the defense. And so what do? Bang, come back with that run game. First down, move those chains. And it's funny, in most of the season, this offense hasn't been a big play offense, but they've gotten some big plays here tonight. And then they follow it up with some key runs.
That was the biggest run play of the night for Patterson, who's stuffed on this one. This is a shorthanded running back room for Bowling Green. Right before the season, they lost their projected top back, Terrion Stewart, who's the career leader in yards per carry, out because of health and academic reasons.
And that was a huge loss. If they have Terrion Stewart, this is he changes the dynamic of this season. He is an electric football player. Shame he goes down with that injury. And Scott Leffler talked about how much that has changed that running back room.
But they'll get him back next year.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
And every back that's in their top 4 in that room is a sophomore. Well, no room for McDonald to get that throw off, and Jamal Hines rings him down to make a third down.
Check out this speed rush off the offense's right side by Jamal Hines. The speed, and I'm not sure what Tyler was doing right there. He just kind of kept going back. He didn't come out and engage Hines. He got the quarterback.
Guy they nicknamed the Man-Child. I don't know if that's self-proclaimed. He's got it in his Twitter bio.
I went to Princeton High School. That's near me in Cincinnati. Great player.
And McDonald on 3rd and 18, tucks it and spins out of the tackle. Flag down back behind the play. Looks like another penalty coming for Scott Leffler and Bowling Green. Heavy penalized night.
It'll be a number 11.
Holding, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 3rd down.
This has been a problem, Brock, for Bowling Green in league games. They're last in the league in penalty yardage, meaning they have the most penalty yardage of any MAC team.
And that's the thing, consistently throughout the season, this offense isn't explosive enough to overcome those penalties. Now here we see Orth coming back in the game at quarterback. Saw him a few times in the first half. Big runner. Also had a nice touchdown pass as well.
Max Warner, the offensive coordinator, said they would use him tonight. He's in to hand it off here. And it'll be punt time for Bowling Green after Deontay Johnson makes the tackle. We've talked so much about Hines and Desjuan Johnson up front for Toledo. Deontay Johnson might be their best player. He'll also be an NFL player.
Absolutely. And Jason Candle talked this week about, he's been the leader that's kind of held the whole team together early on. Tons of injuries they've had to overcome. Just the ups and downs of a season, you got to have that leader. And that's Deontay Johnson.
And Bowling Green will have to get the punt away before the quarter clock unwinds. And Sir does. Fair catch for Beal. And one more play coming in the third. So Toledo, no points in this third quarter. They were down just a touchdown with everything going their way in that second quarter. But the big play for them in this quarter, Rock, was that fumble at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, huge play there. That again, just swung the momentum back into Bowling Green's favor. But right now, Jason Candle's talking to that offensive line saying, look, let's give our quarterback, Tucker Gleason, some time. Because when he's had some time, he's been able to make some nice throws. And there's DeQuan Finn, who's not playing in this game. The foot injury.
He's a big part of their rushing game. Gleason has been at times tonight, but when Finn's in there, he's their top guy rushing.
Still think there's an opportunity for Toledo to run this football, slow down this rush.
They throw it, or tried to throw it on the final play of the quarter, and Gleason runs out of bounds and got hit late. But no flag comes out. All right, so that's the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the quarter.
Toledo wanted the penalty on Oladokin, who shoved out Gleason. He said, where are my extra yards after that run? We'll flip fields in the snow at the Glass Bowl. Bowling Green looking for an upset win to get the bowl eligibility against their rival.
Jimmy's John's new all-American beefy crunch is full of lies. Thousand Island dressing.
From Canada.
Crispy onion strings.
It could be from anywhere.
American cheese.
From America. Wait.
Come on, Stevie, get it together!
At Jimmy John's for a limited time.
I'll remember that chapter of my life forever. We laughed. We cried. We protected that Progressive Home and Auto bundle day and night. We were all of us dazzling. Like knights sworn to protect our kingdom. We knew it wouldn't last forever, but that's what made it special.
I know we'll be back tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but it'll never be today again.
Just get on the bus, Lord.
From the back to the middle and around again, I'm gonna be there till the end, 100%. Your love. From the back to the middle and around again, I'm gonna be there till the end. Your love.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The the all-new CRV and CRV Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Touching the stars.
Bum bum.
The holidays here, time to spread cheer. Underwear and gear, tees that cover rear. Gift list is long. Duluth Trading gifts are strong.
Who wouldn't want an armpit gusset? Who wouldn't want more crouch room?
As the big day nears, overalls for 3 years. Socks that will last for years and years. Flannel swinging into high gear.
Who wouldn't want a gift from Duluth Trading? Who wouldn't want a few buck naked?
Do you tie right? Make can-do spirits rise.
Only at Duluth Trading.
Hey Peloton, step into your power. Let's go.
Ah, you didn't come to work out. You came to outwork. Let's get it.
Yo. Boom.
Come on, you got this.
Everyday man's on the
Hey,
block. Beats,
no challenge, no change.
The ting goes.
Let's go.
Get up to $300 off accessories. Terms apply.
'Twas a night at the Home Depot. At every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, this season, for every field goal and extra point made by participating schools, Allstate will make a contribution to the university's general scholarship fund. Thank you, Allstate. Start of the fourth quarter, and the battle for I-75, and Toledo ball down 2 scores, and the pile moving on the first play of the fourth quarter with Penny Boone. That is what he does, Rock, moving it for a first down.
He is a pile mover, yes. Runs hard, compact, 6'1", 235. Bulldozer back there. It's a first down.
So he was at Maryland last year, and remember the great run Michigan State was on? They were in the college football picture. They went to Maryland, had some injuries. He was the lead back and played well against a really good defense. This is Gleason out of the pocket and across midfield to make it second and short.
And Gleason's scrambling tonight has been very productive for Toledo.
It's his running that got him going when they're being shut out about a quarter and a half in.
And again, with that defense, that front attacking so much, sometimes they have a tendency to get upfield, and that creates some open lanes, and he's taking advantage.
Boone is stuffed this time. Took 4 guys to get him down, but they did get him down.
That play, they just build a wall. Just penetration, build a wall. There's nowhere for Boone to go. Really been impressed with this front. DJ Taylor's had an active night. Talked about Carl Brooks, Walter Hare, Anthony Hawkins, Darren Anders, a linebacker. Everyone's got in on.
DJ Taylor, the transfer from Wake Forest, played for former Bowling Green head coach Dave Clausen. Comes to Coach Clausen's old school. And having a big night at linebacker.
Pressure.
Third down for Gleason. Little bit off target on the throw. And Zyros can't reel it in. Fourth down.
Bowling Green's done a good job of bringing pressure and forcing some bad throws tonight. There you see it off the offense's left side. Just kind of getting a little bit in that throwing lane, causing a high throw. Almost picked.
Oladokin had the coverage. Corner opposite of him, Jalen Burton, is down in the field for Bowling Green. And Burton grabbing that right leg. Burton coming off before fourth down for this BG defense.
I wonder if they're discussing the huddle right now. If they're going to go for this thing on fourth down and 4.
Check out these numbers for Toledo on 4th down this year. 13 of 18 on 4th down. They've been good in this spot.
You've been that good on it. You're much more likely to go for it.
Well, went for it once tonight and got it. And down 2 scores. I mean, this is early 4th quarter still, but I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 possessions left in this game.
I would punt this thing, but maybe looking again. I think just the fact that they've been so good on 4th down encourages them to go for it here. They want to attack, but not open up rush lanes for Gleason.
It's Newton in motion. They go unbalanced and roll the pocket. And Gleason throws a dart for a first down. Rolled the pocket and a redemptive catch for a first down and inside the 15-yard line with Zyros. He almost had the catch on 3rd down, and they go right back to him for a big play.
Great job. He was just scrambling off to his left, but he keeps the eyes downfield, and Zyros just finds a soft spot in that zone and posts up. Great throw and catch.
And Gleason going right back to him, so he's been the favorite target on this drive, but incomplete, 2nd down. Well, Zyros had a big moment early in this season. He had a 50-yard touchdown catch at Ohio State. Grew up a Buckeye fan, too. He's played big in big games, going back to your cliche from earlier.
Big-time players, big-time plays, and big-time games, that's right.
Zyros out of the game after his big catch to extend the drive. And Gleason pumps, pocket closes, using his feet, and whirls inside the 10. He's close to a first down, needed the 5, give him about the 6.5.
He has a real good knack for, when's the time to, the shot clock's going off in his head, he's getting pressure, he just finds a little bit of a crease and gets some positive yards.
Starting tonight for an injured DeQuan Finn. Trying to lead his team back. They trailed by 21. And it's Kelly sticking it in there. And he looks just short. They needed the 5. And the linesman has him at the 5.5. So it's 4th down again.
You see Penny Boone coming into the game, the big running back. Also this area of the field. We do not see Jamal Turner out there.
Just checked in, bottom side.
There he is. Bottom, he's in that slot. He's the red zone target.
Got 2 tight ends that way. Now they shift over with Torres and Turner. And on 4th and 1, Boone had to get out of his own guy's way, and he finishes forward for the first down.
Statement run right there by Toledo and Penny Boone. Good job by this offensive line, some fancy footwork, and then, he's just a guy, once he gets going forward, he ain't going backwards. Look at that. Driving some white jerseys back.
Left guard Vinny Scurry almost tackled him, though.
Sometimes you got to dodge your own guy, too.
So 2 4th down conversions on this drive. 1 for 4th and 4, 1 on 4th and 1. And 1st and goal for Boone. You said it. Not finishing backwards. Does he have enough for the end zone? Not quite. Carl Brooks had the initial hit. That's big against big, keeping him out of the end zone.
Gotta love that. So look at Penny Boone. He's fired up. He's saying, feed me again. He's down this area of the field. He's feeling it.
Stayed down there in the red area. Kept the drive going on 4th down.
You see Bowling Green going to a heavier package, bringing in 3 bigger bodies, bringing a couple of safeties off. I think they know what time it is. You're going to see a lot of Penny Boone here.
We got 3 tight ends with Lenny Cool in there for Toledo on the left side. Yep. Off the play fake, throw to the end zone. There's one of the tight ends, Turner. Touchdown, Toledo.
We talked about Turner being a red zone option, but I think with how much they're feeding Penny Boone, they bring in bigger people. You just get a matchup there that you like. That's Penny Boone on a line, or excuse me, Turner on a linebacker, Cassius Howell. And they get the matchup they want.
So Turner, the guy that had the MAC West clincher with a minute to go against Ball State last week, brings his team within one score. This looked like he was headed toward a bad place for Toledo. A quarter plus in, from down 21 zip to within 6 on a snowy night at the Glass Bowl in Toledo.
It was a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meats.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. It's not too late to talk Medicare. Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
Wow. I love it. You look amazing.
Out in the first quarter and the third quarter, got it rolling with a Jamal Turner touchdown to start the fourth and trail it by just 6 after they were down 21. Already bowl eligible, already headed to the MAC title, winning the West. Bowling Green trying to join them with their 6th win and get some help from Ohio tonight with a win. Get some help from Ball State anyway. And up the sideline, Bowling Green coming out with decent field position to try to go ahead by 2 scores again. Champions Classic tonight in college basketball. Tomorrow, another good one. Top 15 hoops. Gonzaga against number 11 Texas. First big test for the Longhorns after their 2-0 start. Coverage starts at 8:30 Central from the Moody Center in Austin. They played last year. Drew Timme is back. He's an All-American for Gonzaga. He had the game of his life last year against Texas. I think he scored 37, 38 points.
I'll take your word for it. Bowling Green here, they cannot afford to go 3 and out here and punt this ball to Toledo with good field position.
Broken up, incomplete. He's getting ready to say, with Jay Billis, Connor Onion. That's what they call you, right?
Of course, that's me.
Big hoops guy.
You want some college football knowledge? I'm the guy. No. And Bowling Green's inability to run tonight I mean, it's hurt them, but it really hurts them right here. They've just 25 rushes for 63 yards, 2.5 a carry at a time when you want to chew some clock.
Bowling Green early second quarter is 21-zip. Toledo has a 21-point comeback this year against Kent State. McDonald gets it out in the check down. It's Patterson slipping out of a tackle. Did well to make something out of that.
As I'll say, made something out of nothing there. It was a great move by Patterson. Let's get a third and manageable here. McDonald, he was feeling the pressure. He steps up in it. There's Patterson out in the flat.
It would have been about 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. Instead, it's 3rd and 3 because of that play.
Got Hilaire. He's in that bunch formation at the bottom of your screen here. You're going to see in a second.
And 3 of 11 on 3rd down tonight for Bowling Green. McDonald has time, gets it out, and a great catch by Hilaire. And he's out of a tackle. Hilaire with the night of his life with a touchdown.
At the end of the day, Connor, offense isn't that hard. In the big moments of the game, find your best player. Don't think plays, think players. Get the ball in the hands of Hilaire because he's been phenomenal tonight, and he makes another humongous play. Watch this. I mean, he's fighting off the line. Just gets open a little bit. One hand is behind him. Finds a way to snag that thing, and then the speed down the sideline, and that is just a backbreaker for Toledo. I mean, what a night that young man has had.
And he's known for doing that, one-handed catches. That's Hilaire's thing. He was at Alabama A&M before. He had one that went viral against Jackson State and had as spectacular of a 4-yard catch you'll ever see against Western Michigan earlier this year. But Hilaire, it's been all about him tonight on offense for BG.
It has. Fantastic catch. Getting big moments of the game. Go to your best player. He's having a heck of a night, and he continues with it. And Bowling Green making a statement late. We'll see if Toledo can respond.
Twas a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meats.
Really? Really? Free testing and charging? And if you need a new one, we've got you.
Really?
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
Walgreens Find RX coverage is here to make Medicare easy. Even easier than those dances your grandkids love doing with you. Start Medicare shopping today with Walgreens Find RX coverage. Plus, find low-cost copays. It's not too late to talk Medicare. Walgreens is here. Walgreens.
Market change is coming.
Odu Hilaire, remember the name. One of the best receiving nights in Bowling Green history. Third all time, now close to 250 yards. His second touchdown puts the Falcons up by 2 scores. Well, hey, coming up next on ESPNU, over on ESPN News right now, it's number 18 Alabama at South Alabama, going to Mobile. Good for Nate Oates, the former MAC coach, coached at Buffalo. And that'll be Mike Morgan and Mark Wise on the call right after our game closes out. Like that tie-in, Rock?
I love it.
It's all about Maction, baby.
Maction. I'm just having such a good time watching this game here tonight. This has been back and forth, and you got teams responding and momentum swings. I mean, this is what you love out of midweek Maction.
All right, we'll talk about hoops together after the game, then.
Get me caught up, Connor.
So Toledo down by 2 scores on a night where they've trailed by as many as 21. And a good special teams tackle. We'll set him up outside the 22. So Bowling Green has led this game throughout. They have 9 minutes to hold on, get to bowl eligibility for the first time since 15, and beat their rival.
And I'm sure that man right there, Carl Brooks.
Or that man, too.
Yeah, that guy, too. They could use him on that defensive line. That guy's a big boy. But Carl Brooks has been a menace tonight, leading that defensive line, front 7 for Bowling Green. They have gotten after Tucker Gleason.
One of the big plays in the second half, Toledo fumbled at the 2-yard line on a big passing play. And Gleason pressure in his face, ball wobbling, and that ball is incomplete. The flag is out in the secondary. Jordan Anderson almost picked it off after Walter Hare was right in the face of Tucker Gleason. There was a lot happening.
A lot going on there. Maybe some pass interference on the top of the screen there. I don't have the microphone. There's the pressure by Hare. Comes straight up the middle and just gets underneath the arm, and Gleason can't follow through, and that ball hangs up in the air. You see the pass interference at the top of the screen. I don't know. The referee microphone wasn't on, so.
It was Zyros running the route. Gleason has looked to him a lot in the third and fourth quarter. And Gleason given time. This time, ball pops out. And that's incomplete. Incomplete pass.
Close.
And Newton had it in his hands, and then it came free.
That was real close to being a fumble. There we go. Let's check this out here. Colin Field was in their possession. That's real close. Real close.
And Deshaun Jones came in there and punched it out.
You might be able to make the argument. He has control, reestablishes his feet. So he didn't really have time to make a football move, whatever that is. But
You want to go further on that?
no, I don't. I'm going to end it right there. That was close, but it was a nice play.
Gleason, who's playing for an injured quarterback, Daquan Finn, got that tape on his left hand. Been playing with that since halftime. And over the middle, that's almost picked.
2 drops in a row.
And Penny Boone, a little bit behind him, but incomplete.
You needed Hilaire to reach back with one hand and all that thing in. He's got some plastic on that thing. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Tucker Gleason's been a warrior tonight.
It's like he's taken a few of the bars from the helmet, from the face mask, right to the bicep, too.
See if Bowling Green brings pressure. Nope, just 4.
And Gleason recovers after a low snap, pointing out blockers. Gleason using his legs across the 45, and he's got the first down.
It seems like the times tonight where Bowling Green has rushed just 4, that's been the times when Gleason has been able to escape. really done a good job picking up yards with his legs tonight.
So what do you think? Bring some 5-6 man pressures?
Yeah, I feel like the more times they brought 5 and 6, it just kind of clogs up that middle, doesn't allow any room for him to run. There's
they bring 5, and he gets off a good throw anyway. Devin Maddox makes the play through that 5-man pressure.
What a championship gutsy throw by Tucker Gleason. I mean, he knows when he releases this ball, he is going to get laid out. Got a linebacker coming free. Those Anders right up the gut. Ball hangs in the air, but Max comes down with a great job by Gleason.
I showed you the tape, some of the bruises. Makes a big throw, and Kelly off a couple of hits for a good gain on first down. Well, take away that first quarter, there's some really good things that Gleason's putting on tape tonight.
He really has. You know, the Georgia Tech transfer, a 3-star recruit, number 26 drop-back quarterback in the country. When he came out, he's come here to Toledo, and this is DeJuan Finn's team, but Tucker Gleason's played well tonight.
Gleason off the play fake, and he checks it down in a diving catch by Kelly, and he has enough for the first down. Gleason's been in tight games, big moments this year. It was a 3-0 game in September against San Diego State. He got thrown in, and also won them the game in Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, he was MAC West Player of the Week.
And Kelly to the outside, and Brock Horn says no to that.
It's so important in college football to have a backup quarterback that can come in and be productive. And anymore, it's even more of a luxury because these days, if a guy isn't the starting quarterback, what's he do? It's a transfer portal, right? So, a luxury. And these teams, something happens to your quarterback most of the time, whether it's a game or a series or something, you got to have someone that can come in and play well, and Tucker Gleason's done that.
Off of the play fake, pressure again, and he can't get out this time. Dontrez Brown adding to the big night for the front for Bowling Green.
And that pressure, Connor, is just right up in his face, and you can see his hand is hurting. Just rush 3 and then delay blitz, just a little tackle end stunt. And Brown just comes up underneath and finds a crease and is right in the chops of Gleason. Low snap.
First sack of the year for Brown. And tight window throw to Maddox. First down. Gleason with another gutsy throw, and the drive lives on.
Incredible throw. I mean, DJ Taylor, the linebacker, is in that throwing lane, and he throws that ball high just out of the reach of Taylor in the middle of 3 other white jerseys to bring it down.
And Devin Maddox having a big couple of weeks, a big play threat, goes for 25 more. And Kelly stays inside the red zone. This is where Penny Boone's gotten a lot of the carries tonight. See if they go to him on second down.
Here comes Penny Boone back into the field here. This area of the field, last couple of drives, has been Penny Boone, and then we had earlier the touchdown by Jamal Turner. There's Turner in that wing position there. Brian Torres, the tight end. Got to watch for him. Got to watch for Penny Boone. Watch for Gleason keeping it on the run. He had the touchdown scamper early in the first quarter.
Look into the end zone. He's got Newton for 6. Back to a 1-score game for Toledo.
I mean, that's just a great job by Tucker Gleason and this Toledo team responded. I mean, you get the gut punch touchdown by Hilaire, and they get the ball back and just come down and answer. And that's what great teams do. Toledo is one of the best teams in the MAC. You can say that without question, and they're not going to go down easy here. They're right back in this thing.
PAT good. And Derwan Newton with his 9th touchdown catch of the year, tying Sam Wiglis in Ohio for the MAC lead.
Tucker Gleason, he's taking some shots, he's taking some hits, but he has delivered. Throws a touchdown pass to Newton. And now we'll see if Bowling Green can respond. We've got 5:09 left to go here in Toledo.
Let's say you're someone like Corey, medically minded, runs the 100 in 11 seconds flat. Right from the start, you rule out the state uni because you want to get ahead, not left in the dust. Then you get an offer to run for a tiny private college. But do they have the clinical experiences, research opportunities, and professional mentors to help you win the real-world race? And then you check out Toledo. You meet a professor, and he tells you all about the options you'll have right here at the University of Toledo.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meats.
'Twas a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Okay, we'd open with creaky footsteps.
What is that?
And you go.
It's the money you can save by bundling your home and car insurance.
Right, but they be happy about the savings.
They're scared of how happy savings make them feel.
Oh, of course. Geico.
Fans brave in the snow tonight at the Glass Bowl, and a treat. It's a one-score game. Just over 5 minutes to go. Open the show talking about the 25 miles of hate between Bowling Green and Toledo, one of the closest FBS rivalries as far as mileage in the country. 6 points separating them with 5 to go. And it's Embry who had a touchdown called back earlier, out near the 30-yard line for Bowling Green. Maybe trying to put this game away to go back up. Well, the new college football playoff rankings just came out tonight, and the top 4 unchanged. 2 of those top 4 in action on Statement Saturday. Michigan hosts Illinois at the Big House. Ohio State tries to stay unbeaten against Maryland at 3:30 on ABC. Miami and Clemson, and Tennessee and South Carolina close out a big Saturday with just a couple of weeks to go until postseason.
For Ohio State, everything's going to come down to, like it does most years, that end of the season game against Michigan.
And a good start to the drive for Bowling Green. Harold Fannin has a first down.
Harold Fannin, he had some runs earlier in the game. We haven't seen him much until now.
They had a carry early in the game.
They had a couple carries earlier, the old tight end wildcat formation that's used so often.
Well, football's version of the closer has been Maxon Hook the past couple of weeks. He's down in the field for Toledo. And back-to-back weeks with an interception to close the game.
He's like a linebacker that just plays the safety position. He is great stopping that run. Hopefully he's okay. He's a good player.
He's off of that right leg. And Maxon Hook coming off after making the tackle on Fannin on first down.
Man.
He's bloodied up, too.
Cut up, yeah. It's been a battle tonight. We've seen some great hits. We've seen, a little chippiness back and forth amongst these teams earlier. And you got Tucker Gleason, the quarterback, his hands all banged up. It's a war out there. I mean, if you're a fan, either here or watching on TV, you've gotten your money's worth out of this midweek action.
Don't they always?
Oh, heck yeah. That's what you love about it.
Especially in this rivalry. Bowling Green,
no doubt,
they've won once in the last 12 games against Toledo. That was 2019, Scott Loeffler's first year as the head coach. About 4.5 minutes away from a second. And Toledo has closed the 21-point gap.
See, Bowling Green is going to let this play clock go down to probably get it under 5 seconds. Try to bleed as much of it off as they can.
Down inside 5 before they finally snap it. And McDonald throws again. It's Lewis staying inbounds. And Keith, the running back makes the catch. Couple yards for Keith. And it's 2nd and 7.
I mean, the big thing for Bowling Green is you need positive plays, right? No negative plays and no penalties. Penalties have killed them tonight at times. Just got to keep these chains moving. Nothing negative. And if you're Matt McDonald, you've had a fantastic night. You've gone over 300 yards, a career high, 3 touchdowns, but cannot afford to force the ball into a bad situation right here. If it's not there, throw it away, live to fight another down.
Those 12 penalties have kept Toledo close, including the interception for Jawan Johnson. And they do run it. Led some clock, and it's 3rd down. This is massive right here. Toledo down 1 score with all 3 timeouts and plenty of time.
This is it right here. Here it comes. He comes back in the game. There's Hilaire. He was money. He's been money all game. But on that critical 3rd down where he had the touchdown over the middle.
You're the guy on the left, Scott Loeffler, Bowling Green's head coach. You're throwing this, right?
I think you got to throw this, yeah. I mean, they haven't been able to run much tonight. You got Hilaire at the top of the screen. Tight coverage.
Vince Karras, the defensive coordinator, dialing up some pressure, and the throw is off target to Fannin. Only 2 down in the dirt there, but pressure came and the quick throw incomplete, and it's 4th down.
He's a good job of getting up in the face of Hilaire and disrupting his route. You can't give him an easy release off the line of scrimmage, and that just upset the timing of that whole play.
So Adam Beal and Toledo are getting it back. They have not led tonight. Bowling Green has led ever since a first quarter touchdown from McDonald to Odu Hilaire. Led by as many as 21. A fair catch for Beal. So last week, Toledo was tied against Ball State. They went down and scored with a minute to go. Can they take the lead against their rival, Bowling Green?
'Twas a night at the Home Depot, at every location. A night when our stores see a grand transformation. We bring out the tools you really do need, like snowmen and string lights and plenty of trees. We work through the night preparing our splendor for Black Friday savings all through November. And what you do next is always fantastic, because we have the tools to make your holiday magic. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Holidays are here, Lowe's tempered gear, overalls for shears, underwear for rear, socks that last years and years.
Who wouldn't want gifts from Duluth Trading?
Do Yuletide right, make can-do spirits bright.
Only at Duluth Trading.
Spicy buns, spicy sauce, spicy seasoning, spicy jalapenos, ooh, spicy fries. Boy, Arby's getting loose with the spice on the new Diablo sandwiches and fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
I get skeptical when things seem too good to be true. You could say I'm a realist. Take Rakuten. Now, how do they give shoppers cash back on top of deals at their favorite stores?
All that savings sounds like holiday magic.
No, just good sense. Fantastic. Wonderful, Charlie. Love the ribbons. Far be it from me to tell you what to believe in, but I believe in Rakuten.
Hey, Peloton, step into your power. Let's go.
Ah, you didn't come to work out. You came to outwork. Let's get it.
Yo. Boom. 2 + 2 is 4.
Come on, you got this.
Everyday man's on the
Hey,
block.
no challenge, no change.
The ting goes. Let's go. Skitty keep.
Get up to $300 off accessories. Terms apply.
Coming up on Saturday, Illinois at the Big House against number 3 Michigan. Things got even murkier in the Big Ten West. Now can Illinois muddy things up in the East against Michigan at the Big House on Saturday? That's at noon Eastern. Ohio State unbeaten at Maryland, Miami and Clemson, and Tennessee at South Carolina, 7 Eastern on ESPN and the app on a statement Saturday.
Well, that Michigan team looks tough. Hey, they'll punch you in the mouth now. Number 4 rush offense in the country. But here we go. Bowling Green's defense step up, make another stop.
Snow falling again. It has most of the night. Toledo has not led tonight, and a good start to their drive with Jamal Turner. Got a touchdown earlier. He gets a first down on a potential go-ahead drive for Toledo.
Bingo. You know, want to go on a game-winning drive, start that thing off with a positive chunk yardage play. Confidence builder.
Well, last week it was DeQuan Finn at quarterback. He huddled the guys on the sideline and said, guys, this is a championship drive right here. This week it's Tucker Gleason at quarterback, and back-to-back completions to start the drive, and a submarining Kelly has a first down, but a flag back down behind the play. Opposite of where that running catch went.
Offense, over 71, 10 down, previous spot, remains first down.
Vinny Scurry, left guard, holding. And critical time to have a penalty.
It's been Bowling Green most of the night.
And I still feel like it's best for Bowling Green to bring pressure. When they've allowed Tucker Gleason time back there, he's either been able to complete the throws or been able to find rush lanes. There you go, just 4. Now he finds one too.
And he gets out of it again. And he gets all the penalty yardage back and a lot more. Close to a first down. And he did it through the air to Turner, now on the ground. And Gleason, very strong start.
It's just, most times tonight, when they rush 4, you see that thing is just opened up because they're aggressive. They're getting upfield, they're rushing the passer. And Gleason has made the right decision to tuck that thing and run. I think they need to bring a 5th guy or a 6th guy to clog up those interior rush lanes and also get pressure on him as he throws.
Over 100 yards on the ground for Gleason. 4-man pressure again, and Gleason all sorts of time. Complete to Maddox for a first down. Chris Bacon finally made the stop, but this thing is moving for the Rockets.
Gleason standing tall in the pocket. Maddox, he just has a knack for finding those open areas in that zone. Great catch.
Muddy pocket this time, and he goes down. And push the pile forward. Did get positive yards.
You can see just you go with 5 right there. It just makes it a little bit harder for him to escape. He's not able to have those big runs he's had when he rushed 4.
Got to have a touchdown. Down by 6. Just outside a minute to go. Toledo students have stayed all night. Through the snow, through the rain, through the cold. Gleason, incomplete. Reaching try by Newton. And a big third down coming.
Just missed Newton, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be scared to go back to him here. He had a big night. 3 for 25. He had a touchdown. Just a little bit high.
For Toledo, they're trying to break the spirit of their rival. Deny them bowl eligibility. Deny them an outside chance at playing in Detroit for the MAC championship. Bowling Green has beaten these guys only once since 2009.
Spreading the field out. Pressure up the middle.
And Gleason on the run, threw it on target, but it's dropped. Barkley would have had the first down. Instead, this is for the game.
And Toledo got away with a hold big time. I think it was on, yeah, you can see right there, Leffler saying, J.B. Brown was just horse-collared and pulled around. Watch this. That's right there, pretty clear from the referee, but it comes down to this right here.
So 7 yards to keep the game going.
And there's Newton. He's in the second receiver from the top of the screen.
You've been calling for pressure. They're showing it. Bowling Green showing it. We got 6 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They bring 4, but the play blown dead. It's a good thing for Toledo. That pass would have been knocked down. Game would have been over. So the first time out for Jason Candle.
Timeout Toledo. Their first. 30 seconds.
And they've been money on 4th down tonight, 3 for 3, but haven't had one at this distance quite yet. Well, just a couple of hours ago, the new college football playoff rankings came out. The top 4 unchanged. Obviously, your 4 undefeateds are at the top, but interesting at 5 and 6 with Tennessee and LSU. Both an Alabama win, but Tennessee beat LSU.
Absolutely. I think if you're LSU, you have the 2 losses, but you win out, you beat Georgia in the SEC championship game, and you are in. For Tennessee, you want LSU to win out and then lose to Georgia in the SEC title game, then you would get in. I think there's a chance that Tennessee could get in over the loser of Ohio State, Michigan, because they have a better strength of schedule. And if you're TCU, you got to keep winning, baby. If you stay undefeated, it's going to be hard to keep them out of that college football playoff.
All right, Rock, real quick, your call here on 4th down for Toledo.
Trying to find, there's Newton, second receiver from the top.
On 4th down and 7 to keep the game going. Going up top. That's complete. The game continues, and a first down. Maddox is in for a touchdown.
Unbelievable. Maxon. Gotta love it. 4th down. Game on the line, and Maddox is open.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under review.
Makes the catch, and let's see if he stays. That right foot goes out before he hits that pylon. I think that's going to be down at about the 1 yard line, if not the half-yard line. And this one, they just rushed 3. They still were able to get to Gleason, but he's able to have enough time to get the throw off. And usually if you rush 3, you got 8 in coverage. There's not many holes to throw that ball, but Max finds one.
So it might be just a yard away from giving Toledo the lead. Down all night. Trailed by 21 points. And either into the end zone or a yard away with inside a minute to go from leading. Or at least getting it tied before the PAT.
Just been so impressed with Tucker Gleason. He's been hit tonight. He's had to run for some tough yards. And in the game's most critical play, he's able to stand tall in the pocket, deliver. And I really believe this is going to come back. There's that foot is in the white right there. Seemingly before Now, the only thing is, I mean, you don't have the view right down that line. You know, so is it indisputable video evidence? That's what it would take.
I don't know that there is.
I was going to say, I think now that as you look at it, indisputable video evidence. Got to jump off the screen without that camera angle going right down that goal line. It may be hard for them to overturn this after it was called a touchdown late. Right there. I mean, to me, it looks like he's short, but the angle is what makes it tough.
Yeah, I don't know if you can guarantee that.
I think it's short, but is it indisputable video evidence? I just think that, again, my eyeballs, if you're asking what happened on play, I think the ball's on the 1 yard line or half yard line. It's just depending on how the replay officials, those folks on the field view this thing with the angle.
And that might be advantage Toledo, too, because you'd run another play. Right now, 52 seconds and 2 timeouts for BG to go down the other way.
It's true. Wait some more clock. Here's the call.
After review, the ruling on the field is changed.
Yep.
The ball carrier was short of the goal line when he stepped out of bounds with the ball inside the 1 yard line. It'll be first and goal, Toledo, inside the 1. Please set the game clock to 53 seconds.
Maddox is thinking, oh, that was my moment in the battle of 575.
Potential game winner. They're going to get the ball in great field position. To your point, Connor, you know, here's the angle. First time seeing this. Okay, so now with that angle there, you can see it's steps out there and the ball's on the half yard line. So
you must have pieced that together.
That angle shows
it. But you're commenting on the point of Bowling Green almost wanted him to score there.
Yeah, I know.
At that point, obviously not in the 4th down, but now with the time situation.
Got Penny Boone in the backfield. Big running back.
So Maddox down at the 1 on a 4th and 7. And they motion Boone out of there. Gleason to keep it himself, and this game is tied.
Score. Bowling Green let him score right there. And they'll have 2 timeouts with 51 seconds left on the clock. You can see they don't attack. They're letting him score right there.
So a difference of 2 seconds. It was at 53, clock now at 51 seconds, and 2 timeouts for Bowling Green. But obviously a huge PAT coming here, and it is clean for Thomas Clucky. So Toledo leads for the first time tonight. With 51 seconds left, they put together a drive just like last week, going down late in the game to go ahead.
What a warrior. What a warrior Tucker Gleason has been. Wasn't sure all week if he was going to be starting this game. Turned out he was, with Daquan Finn being hurt. And just look what he's been able to do. To me, that was a turning point for him. After that run there, he gets a little roughed up, they punched it in. After that, he started playing really well. A lot of confidence, making good decisions. Good play calling here. Goes ahead and finds his tight end, Jamal Turner. He made some great throws, found Maddox, found Turner. 21 of 39, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night for Tucker Gleason.
Brock, this is only the 2nd start for him in about 3 years. He was at Georgia Tech, sat for a couple of years here, and in back-to-back starts, his first 2 college starts, he's led 4th quarter go-ahead drives. Now, will it be a game winner? It's Embry. Out across the 25. So Bowling Green just needs a field goal with 2 timeouts and 47 seconds left. Ohio has already won tonight, so Bowling Green cannot go to the MAC title game, but they'd still need that Bowling Green loss.
Yeah, they would. They would need that loss here.
Clock on the snap and pumping you.
They need the Bowling Green loss, but if Bowling Green gets to 6 wins, they would also set up a massive game next week at Ohio.
Now, if I'm Toledo, I'm finding Hilaire. He's at the top of the screen. Got to have at least have a safety over top of him as well. That's been the go-to guy. He's had a fantastic night. Cannot let him beat you.
Over 200 yards on the night for Hilaire. McDonald moves the pocket, running away and going down.
Throw it away.
Good ball all game.
Deontay Johnson runs him down, and Bowling Green has to take a timeout.
Got to waste a timeout there. You've got to throw that ball away. You got to know and be realistic with yourself. Can you outrun that defender to the corner? And if you can't, you got to throw that ball away.
Well, if he did, he would have had big yards and probably gets out of bounds. But he didn't.
They had to use the timeout. He's not Daquan Finn. He's not Tucker Gleason running the ball. Matt McDonald is a fantastic quarterback, but being fleet of foot is not what he's the best at. He's smarter than that. Throw that ball away. Save a timeout. Instead, you take a big sack.
Yeah, the yardage huge too. The time, obviously.
Yeah.
We're losing 5 yards.
Lose 5 yards, lose a timeout. Just an awful play to start a potential game-winning drive.
Bowling Green led it 21-0. Toledo just took their first lead. Matt McDonald looking for his first Battle of I-75 win as the starter. And his receiver falls down. He was breaking open over the middle, and Tyrone Broden lost his feet.
What's going on? He's still down.
Officials timeout for an injured player on the offense.
Look like he's just got his feet tangled up with the
Chris McDonald there.
With McDonald, yeah.
So Broden, the second favorite target of McDonald, hobbling off on a big third down coming. 2 plays to get 15 yards for Scott Loeffler and Bowling Green. And needing a field goal to win this game.
And if you're Loeffler right now, obviously you're expecting Hilaire to be double covered.
Hilaire almost 250 yards on the night. Couple of touchdowns. And no Broden, one of McDonald's best targets. Gets out of a sack and throws downfield complete. He's got Sims, the tight end. So that flips the field into plus territory. And now Bowling Green inching toward field goal range.
And that's your next best option, Sims. And a good job by McDonald just keeping the play alive and allowing his tight end to get to the other side of the field and get open.
So just outside the 40 with 1 timeout. And play blown dead.
Prior to the snap, charge timeout, Toledo, number 2, 30 seconds in length.
Okay, so Deontay Johnson at linebacker turned around, got the timeout from the umpire. So you're thinking 28-yard line here. That's the spot you got to get to for the kicker, Mason Lawler, to attempt right at his season long of 45 yards. Makes from just inside the 40-yard line tonight. Both have been true, both with plenty of leg.
Yep.
And you see the snow coming down. There's not much wind, though.
No, there hasn't been wind, which a lot of times in this stadium, I've seen it a lot. Swirling, gusting wind, that's not going to be a factor.
You do wonder about the operation on a wet night. So far, it's been true twice for Lawler. But what a huge play from Sims. Even have this conversation with Lawler, warming up to potentially kick a game winner.
Yeah, Hilaire at the bottom, and Sims is second from the bottom. So the ball's got to go to one of those two guys here.
McDonald given time, incomplete. Zachary Ford with the coverage. And he was trying to go right back to Sims, who just had the big play.
It was a little bit high. He had Hilaire open, but he was crossing the middle of the field, and you run the risk of getting tackled and having to waste another timeout.
And trying to stay alive in the MAC East race with Ohio already winning. Ohio would clinch with a Bowling Green loss. Bowling Green would be bowl eligible, and they go to Athens against first place Ohio next week. 25 seconds to go. McDonald lost the ball, incomplete. Jamal Hines sandwiched him down.
He got hit hard. And I'm not
Toledo.
sure if they were this dead.
The ruling on the field is of a forward pass. It was incomplete. Third down.
Wow, he took a shot from Hines.
How do you come back from that if you're McDonald?
He's a tough kid. But just a speed rush off the outside.
Clock operator, please
just
reset
gets
the
hit
game
right
clock.
underneath
1 second.
the armpit.
Throwing arm, too.
Yep. Coach talked about Jamal Hines again, another potential NFL guy one day.
A couple of seconds back on the clock. They wound it down to 17. They put 4 seconds back on. Bowling Green with that one timeout. Still a ways to go. Got to get a first down and a little bit more to get into field goal range for Lawler.
Got to get past that 30-yard line.
28 is that target. 28-yard line, the target to get to Lawler's season high. From the 42 on 3rd and 10. And Hines nearly got home again. McDonald runs away, has it complete, and there goes Keith into field goal range with the first down, off a tackle, end zone! This is Maction!
Absolutely unbelievable. Look at this place. Teron Keith, running back. And Toledo fans are stunned. I think Bowling Green fans are stunned. Look at this. Wow. Scores with 9 seconds left.
Excuse me, it was a touchdown. Timeout, Bowling Green. 3rd and final. 30 seconds in length.
The season is very much alive for Bowling Green.
And just what a gutsy call.
Number 13
if you're Toledo's defense, you're thinking the ball's going to Hilaire, the ball's going to Christian Sims. And that's what good offenses do. You know, you take away our best couple options, you find a third one, and they nailed it.
Scott Loeffler said this week, losing Terrion Stewart, their running back before the season, we've got running backs that are good at going for 7 or 8 yards. We're waiting for a running back to go 50 yards. He did there.
He did. That was a game breaker.
Uh, 9 seconds left. Bowling Green going back up a score. And Toledo came all the way back from down 21 until Bowling Green did this after McDonald took that shot the play before.
I mean, steps up the pocket and then just has to throw across his body to a streaking Teron Keith.
He's got 2 guys on him.
And then can't make the tackle. He punches it in for the touchdown. I mean, just a great job. You've got to give it to Matt McDonald. What a huge play, just staying alive. He has the pressure, steps up, and keeps his eyes downfield and finds his running back streaking.
So they'll go for 2. Bowling Green will go for 2 to try to make it a field goal game. With 9 seconds left, make it a 7-point game. Up by 5. And McDonald rolls out, and he hits Keith again.
Why not?
Got to.
Got to.
Scott Loeffler saying, don't dance too much.
No.
We can't afford a penalty on the kick.
Don't do any of that. We got 9 seconds to go. Come back to the sideline, got 9 seconds, and then we can celebrate. Goes back to Teron Keith. Love that play call, too. And you're running back out in the flat. I mean, just so many big plays tonight in critical situations. And it's under a minute. Tucker Gleason, Toledo's quarterback, with the deep pass and then the touchdown, and you think the game's over. But Matt McDonald said, not so fast.
See that? He just took his 10th hit of the night.
I know.
And to get hit before that, he took a sack earlier in the drive. It was not looking good. That's how the drive started.
It did. I mean, you want to start off a drive to win the game with something positive, and that was the exact opposite of positive. You take a sack, you lose 5 yards, you have to waste a timeout, and you're thinking, this is not going well, fellas. And then you got Chris Sims with a big catch, and then the backbreaker by Keith.
So the kickoff goes into the end zone, and the clock winds. Toledo bringing it out, and trouble at the goal line. Was he in the end zone? They're walking the spot off right at the goal line.
Ruling on the field is that the runner was tackled with his progress at the 1-yard line.
So 99 yards to go with 5 seconds left for Toledo. Wow.
Just let that ball go. They're going to give him forward progress, but that ball's going to be about the 1-yard line.
All right, so 5 seconds left, 1 timeout. Obviously, that doesn't mean much. This is probably the last play unless you go real quick and then take the timeout.
Possibly one play to the sideline, but you know, at this point, I think you're better off trying to set yourself up to be able to drop back, then step up in the pocket and heave one here. You know, if you're Bowling Green, you got to watch for some sort of hook and lateral sort of situation. I think you're not going to just toss this ball downfield. I would look for a bunch of throwbacks.
So final play of the game, Gleason, who's been great all night, throws it, and they'll have to. They won't pitch it. Game is over. Bowling Green still alive in the East. We got the officials still on the field blowing the whistle.
That's the end of the game.
An official now.
That's it.
So Bowling Green 1 game behind Ohio, headed to Athens in the regular season finale next week. Pull a stunner with Teron Keith beating Gleason and Toledo with 9 seconds to go.
Tucker Gleason can't believe it. I mean, this game, Connor, had absolutely everything. Bowling Green goes up 21. Looks like they're going to run away with it. Toledo fights back. They get their lead finally with about under a minute. And then, unbelievably, Bowling Green puts together a final drive to win it.
Is every game with you like this?
Man, let's do it again.
Let's do it again, man.
I love it.
Teron
This
Keith
is fun. on.
Teron Keith with a historic moment in this rivalry. It had been a long time coming for Bowling Green. Only one win in the last decade and a half against Toledo, and this was the play that sealed it. Teron Keith from 42, one they'll remember in Bowling Green for a long time, trampling his way to bowl eligibility for Bowling Green. We send you out to Hoops for our entire crew. Rocky Boyman, Connor Onion saying goodnight from Toledo at the Glass Bowl.
And we welcome those of you who are watching some Maction football in the MAC. We take you to basketball here at the Mitchell Center in Mobile, Alabama. Little SEC Sunbelt clash. Alabama leading the Jaguars 32-22 at the half. As we welcome you inside, he is Mark Wise. I am Mike Morgan. Entertaining first half. Again, this is the first time these two teams have ever met in Mobile, only the 5th time overall. So, needless to say, this is not your typical crowd for this time of year. There's a lot of juice in the building. Saw a lot of juice on the floor. These players are giving it their all, Mark, in a very physical first half.
Yeah, choppy first half. Neither team shot the ball well. So the difference in the first half,